want to see absolutely nobody. Like, you don't want to see yourself. I still right now, like, it's very, I get emotional. It is very hard for me to look in mirrors, okay? Welcome back to another video. As you can tell by this title, we are back with another acne video. Really was hoping I didn't have to do another one of these, you know, like, I sent my prayers up the last time I cleared my acne. If you haven't seen that video, I have a video of my Accutane experience. I'll pop it up somewhere in the corner up here so that you can give it a watch, because it's going to give you a lot of background and context to really everything about my acne journey, what I've tried, how long I've had it. I'm not going to run through all of those details again, but I will run through the gap from where I had acne, got rid of it, and now I'm back here, okay? I was on Accutane in 2019. It is now 2021. But when I was on Accutane, it worked. I got off of it. It was gone. Now, one thing to keep in mind, Accutane does not mean your acne is gone forever, okay? You still get a few spots here and there. Some people don't really get acne after, but do not be discouraged when you see a pimple pop up a month after Accutane, because you are still gonna get some, okay? You're just thankful that they come and they go. My skin was the best it's ever been for a long period of time. I'll insert some photos because this is really how my skin is when it's healthy, when I feel good, and everything like that. So here's some photos from this past summer. That's just really showing you the quality of my skin, right? It wasn't until the very end of August I started to get a few on my cheeks, and I just knew, okay? I knew that this was different. I knew it was kind of the same pattern of how it was when I first had really bad acne, and I was not impressed. Definitely worrying about it probably made it worse, but it happened very quickly, and when this happens, it is so discouraging. Now, on top of this, I also just, leading out of summer and into September, October, it's just not my favorite time ever. It's definitely a very hard time for me, the months leading into winter, and that's just due to my mom passing away and everything like that. So it's a very hard time for me already, and once my acne started picking up again too during that time, there's just a lot of underlying factors, right? Trauma, stress, the changing of weather, so leaving summer going into winter, it's just not my favorite time of the year. While this was happening, I really wanted to make sure I was getting ahead of it, and I really did not want to go on Accutane again. I am someone who really does not like taking prescriptions or pills or anything. Now, if it's absolutely necessary, I will, but I definitely push more for the natural stuff, and that's just because that's what I believe in, and I really believe that our bodies can heal themselves. So this time around, I really wanted to do it a natural way. So in the first video, you would have seen that I've tried absolutely everything. Every natural home remedy, facials, everything like that. I have not found one that actually works for me, okay? And that is me trying everything that Google, everything that someone can suggest to me, just anything, okay? At the same time too, like I mentioned, I've taken every lower prescription really possible, topicals, orals, whatever it is, before going on Accutane, okay? So this time I was like, I'm not even gonna go to my doctor. It's not happening. I'm just gonna go a different route. So I did. During this time, I found a acupuncturist who works really strongly with really just underlying conditions, and one of them is acne, and they see great results with doing the acupuncture. I know a few people who have gone there for other things, and they are amazing, and let me tell you, this person is absolutely amazing. They just have such an aura to them and everything like that, and it was such a good experience. And I'm gonna be 100% honest, my acne did kind of calm down, but my acne was so severe that I had a limited belief. Like, I couldn't understand how it would actually get rid of my acne and for the long term, right? So I did about 4 sessions of that, and at the end of the day, it didn't fully work for me, right? I have a naturopath. I've done a food sensitivity test. I'm actually on an elimination diet right now where I had to eliminate a bunch of foods that I actually am sensitive to, which I was very unaware of. And I can go over that in another video because that is very interesting and also very challenging as a vegan because it took away most of my protein sources. So I have a dietitian who helps me with my meals and my elimination diet. I'm following a skincare routine. I am meditating, going to bed early, getting my 8 hours of sleep. So I was really just doing everything that I didn't do the first time, right? So where I thought I had done everything, which I had done a lot, but a lot of it was on my own, this time I spent the money. I reached out to really a lot of options and I tried as many natural things as I could. And every single day my acne was getting worse. I have photos, which I will go ahead and panel here so that you can kind of see the progression of my acne. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now for you. Let's just take a look. As you can see, it's just progressively getting worse. And this is where it gets extremely hard, okay? The beginning, it's easier. Now you're not happy about it, but it's easier to do. You can go out, feel okay. You're just like, oh, I have a few spots, don't look at them. And then each day it gets harder and harder and harder. So this is at the point where me personally, and I'm sure a lot of other people who struggle with acne feel this exact same way, but you want to see absolutely nobody. Like, you don't want to see yourself. I still right now, like, it's very, I get emotional. It is very hard for me to look in mirrors, okay? And it's not so much my acne that makes me upset, it's the person that I see behind that and how I let it affect me and how I let it dampen my personality, how I let it have that type of control that it can make me just unhappy. So yeah, it's not so much that I look at myself and I think, oh, like, that's hideous. It's that I look at myself and I see someone who is really sad. Okay. So, and I think that's something that a lot of people can relate to, is that when people think of severe acne, it's not just that it looks and you see it and it's there. It's really what it does to the person and their insecurities and everything like that. So when people say, oh, I would never want to date someone with severe acne and stuff, and it's like, that's the superficial side of it, right? Realistically, for me, I don't think I would want to, and I congratulate my boyfriend for it, but that's because of the insecurity side of it, right? So there's times where he just wants to give me a kiss and give me a hug, and I can't explain it, but I just stand there. Like, you're just kind of like, and it's sad. I feel bad for him, but at the end of the day, I'm so insecure about myself that I can't accept that he can accept me looking like that, right? And that comes for anything. Like, also at the same time, if he goes to kiss my face, like, sometimes it just hurts. Like, acne hurts, okay? Especially when you have a lot. So you definitely have kind of that, like, distance in your personal life when it comes to your sex life, love life, everything like that. And that definitely just comes down to the fact that A, you're insecure, B, you don't feel beautiful about it, so you can't imagine how they are accepting you and still finding you beautiful and just wanting to engage in whatever activity it may be. And then 3, it hurts, okay? So it doesn't feel good sometimes, so you don't want them cuddling you, kissing you, and just doing all those things that at the end of the day would make you happy and feel good, because it just doesn't feel good. That is kind of my experience with that side of it, and that's what I was going through at this last stage, right? So this is where you are just down, and I had my fair share of meltdowns. So even though I'm trying to listen to you, or trying to listen to the person I'm talking to, I am really thinking about how I look. Are they looking at me? Or just feeling uncomfortable and like this, like I have to look around, or just not give my full attention to something. And it's just constant, morning to night, constantly what's going through your head, and it takes up so much of your energy, which also doesn't help you in the healing process, because you need that energy. You need to be able to let it go and know that this is just a phase, right? With all that being said, I am back on Accutane. Now, this is not a decision I took lightly. It's something I'm still not taking lightly. The first time was a bit easier. It was something I didn't want to do, but I did it, and it worked. And I remember saying, there's no way I'm taking that again. It's very hard on your body. Like, I'm so dry. My lip is cracking right now as I talk to you. After trying everything I had tried this round, going on Accutane, like I was saying again, it's very challenging. Now, a lot of people experience very low moods on Accutane, and I know that is a big fear for most people, especially because when you're going on it, you have to hear of all the scary side effects, right? Now, for myself, I will testify that I definitely am more sad, like definitely. But it also comes from the fact you're coming onto this pill in an already very insecure mode about yourself. So you're already super insecure, you're already in a very low state, and you're already kind of distancing yourself from so many people because of your acne, that it doesn't help, right? So at the end of the day, I am already noticing a lot of results. I've been on it for a month. It gets a bit easier once you start to see the results, right? So really the advice I have for you is make sure you have tried as much as you can, because investing in yourself, investing in your body and everything like that is never a bad investment, right? You get to see what works, what doesn't work. And at the end of the day, you have to do what's right for you and your body. Myself, this is a decision I didn't take lightly, just because I've been through it before, and having it come back and reoccur, it's just like, why do it again if it might happen again? But I have friends who have been on Accutane a few times. My best friend's been on it 3 times, and his acne hasn't come back after that time. It just goes to show that maybe it doesn't work the first time, but it can the second time. So that's really where I'm sitting with this, right? I just want to share my journey, and it's one of the reasons why I haven't been uploading as frequently, and that's just because I don't feel my best. It doesn't really have to do with, like I was saying, seeing the acne and feeling beautiful or whatever, but it has taken such a hit to me that my mood just isn't me. And even if I were to be making videos and putting out content regularly like I was, those type of videos, I've done it before, are videos I can't look back at. Like, I can't rewatch some of my videos because I know how sad I was, okay? Or I know just what type of mood I was in, and it's, when I watch it, I don't know who I'm watching. So if you're someone who is a YouTuber or regularly films or just can relate, I know you'll be able to relate to that, is when you watch something that you have created and done and you're just like, wow, I don't even know how I was doing that, because I did not feel great, right? And it just goes to show, like, we all have these days, we all have things going on in our life, and not everything is shared, and that is more than okay. Now, I have regimens that keep me in place. I am very motivated intrinsically to stay physically active and everything like that, and just to expand my mind, but it gets hard. So just remember that I want you to always reach beyond your grasp. I want you to know that you can do more than you believe you can, and every single thing that happens in your life, or every single event, every single emotion, everything is really there for a meaning and a purpose. And eventually you'll see and be thankful for all these things. This time, I know I'm gonna find things to be thankful for, right? And it also helped me dig a little bit deeper. It caused me to do my food sensitivity test. It caused me to really face some of the traumas I have experienced and little things like that, which you kind of just push aside in your day-to-day life. But when you're faced with something that you can't ignore, that's when you really push for yourself. Yeah, I kind of just wanted to really share where I'm at with the content I am creating and what my channel is kind of based on right now. It doesn't allow me to go more into me, right? Everything I show you is more so kind of superficial, and I don't mean that in it's fake or anything like that, because truly I do a lot of what I eat in the day, workout videos, but you're just seeing a little clip of me, right? 90% of the day though, doing whatever it is I do, I'm working, I'm busy, I'm having fun, I'm laughing, I'm crying, whatever it is. I definitely know that expressing these things more and being a little bit more open is going to be more beneficial for everyone watching, and that's really my goal, is if I can help someone relate to me or understand that they're not alone, because a lot of the times we're not looking for answers, we just want to know we're not alone. And that's a beautiful thing. And when someone can relate to you and you are like, oh my gosh, they feel that too, that can lift your spirit. That's really something I want to be able to do on my channel. I want you to know that every single person has some sort of struggles, has some sort of things they're going to face, but those aren't limitations. And that's what I need you to understand is, while right now they might feel like the end of the world or like you just don't know how to move forward, I will let you know that you can. Okay, so close up, as we can see here, my skin is very red. So most of this is just pigmentation. Like, if you were to touch my skin, it's very flat, and see when I like pull it, the red like kind of goes away. So inflammation, pigmentation, it's kind of like, you know, if there's a fire and then when the fire dies down and there's the ambers, that is my face, okay? So I had the fire, I had the acne, and now I'm just dealing with the little ambers, the little flames going on under the skin. But it feels pretty good. Some of them still hurt, like along here. This part, it's okay, right? As you can see, my lips are dry. This hurts. The other day, I just like started talking, my lips started bleeding. That happens on Accutane, but it's all good. I'm gonna head out. I hope you have a beautiful morning, evening, night, wherever you may be. Just have a beautiful day today.